Why is it that when it comes to love, light, positivity, blessings, and happiness, that we associate these things with God? As of course we should, right? But on the other side of the spectrum, when it comes to hate and struggle, poverty, and things that we consider darkness, all of that is dressed in Satan, the devil, Lucifer. You know what I mean? So the dark is Satan, then the light is God. All the blessings and credit goes to God. But bad things, or what we in the human aspect consider to be bad, is always equated and given to the devil, right? Now, I was having a very passionate, respectful conversation with a gentleman who actually turned out to be a minister. Okay. And I am not religious. I'm spiritual. However, I was raised, with a religious background. Like I grew up in a, religious upbringing. Okay. And I have all respect for different beliefs and culture by every means necessary, because I do believe that there is a God. I believe in the universe. I believe in angels and ancestors and ascended masters, and whatever messages I receive from the Most High, whether it is coming through religion or spirituality or however form, I am not going to be objective to it, and I'm not going to cut it out. I don't allow the physical mind to block messages from the Most High, you know what I'm saying, from spirit and the universe, okay? But anyhow, I was thinking about that, and the minister, he gave me the example of Abraham. And we talked about that because I said, based on scripture, okay? And I said it's not always to make sure that I'm not offending anyone, because when I speak of things from my own experience in life, I can speak with passion, So I just always try to remind people, just out of respect, like I'm not coming at you in a harsh manner, you know what I mean? Like, this is an open place where we're here to learn, to teach one another from our own journeys and our experiences. Because, I am on my soul's path, and I chose that. I answered my calling. So I am doing what I am guided to do from within, through the universe, my angel spirits and guides, and the Most High. I don't use and identify with the term God, but I do understand the use of it when people speak of God. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not closed-minded, and I don't put a cap on my knowledge. But what I have experienced a lot is people will always associate the good with God, but not the evil. So the conversation basically with me and this pastor was that what I was telling him is that God is all things. If God was the creator of all, of himself and of mankind and of the heavens and the earth, then why is evil not a part of God? And what he was explaining to me, and after he left and we talked, it went on to another gentleman who was, he gave me some scriptures, and we was looking at these scriptures, and it really, like, I comprehended it, but it still wasn't, really like answering the question, like still a part of God. So, he was basically saying, that the bad people or whatever, they decided to go on and choose a different option. They have free will, okay? That they exercise their free will and they choose the option to do bad, right? I get it. So my thing is that, but where the options come from? Where did free will come from, right? Okay, so I'm just saying, like, the obedience and the free will, or whatever path we take, is that not a part of God? Is that not